Well, here I am in beautiful Orange County, California with Dr. Bill Grant and Courage. Now, if you take a look at Courage, he pretty much looks like a normal German Shepherd, but Courage has an amazing story. Bill, why don't you tell us a little bit about Courage and how you got involved with Courage?
Courage came to us early one morning several months ago from being nearly starved to death. He couldn't walk, he couldn't stand, in fact he could barely swallow, and he weighed 36 or 37 pounds. 37 pounds, and a normal weight for a dog with his frame would be
probably
in the mid-80s, low to mid-80s.
So he was like 1/3
Yes.
of his weight.
Right.
What about the rest of his health? Was he pretty bad shape?
He was
Come
anemic.
on, Courage.
He was going into multi-organ dysfunction. His liver was having problems. His kidneys were having problems.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So he had a number of medical issues that were going on, just turns out from a severe lack of nutrition.
I mean, were they not feeding him anything? Was that the scenario?
That was the scenario. There was no nutrition whatsoever. In fact, the emergency clinic who had him the night prior to admission to our hospital had x-rays with dirt and rocks and things like that in him.
Just trying to survive.
Whatever he could get his mouth on is what he was eating.
Now, when you first started getting him regular food, did you give him regular food right away, or did you have to do it intravenously?
No, we had 2 catheters in him and a lot of intravenous food. All kinds of fluids were going on, and then we would make a gruel type of a nutritional supplement that we were putting down his throat.
I would normally quiet him down, but I'm so happy to hear him barking at this point that I don't care that he's barking.
What's up?
It's fine with me.
Yeah.
So now, do I also understand from the story that, I'm not going to mention names, but the person that had him was actually a veterinary technician?
She was an unlicensed technician, but she was a assistant to a veterinary hospital.
And what were the reasons that she gave for just not feeding the dog? There were no reasons.
There was none. Yeah, I can't guess what the reasons would have been.
And yet, when you got him in and he started getting better, has this always been his time? I mean, he's just like one of the friendliest, lovable, boisterous, I'm back type of dogs I've ever seen. Yeah, you're back. Yeah.
The amazing thing is and we had him in very intensive care for a couple of days, but the credit really goes to Courage. This is a dog that has an amazing temperament, and just a little bit of food and getting him over the hump, the critical period, the rest was him. The 98% of what has been done to him, he did himself.
It's so interesting you say that, having trained for years in Europe and Southeast Asia. You know, there are certain dogs that, and certain people, I guess too, that just, I'm not ready to go.
Right.
I got a lot of life to give, I'm going to move on, and they're just not willing to give up. And I guess that's why he got the name Courage.
That is his spirit. He truly is one of those dogs that, you know, in being in the medical profession, I can tell you, you can do everything right, and they don't make it.
Exactly.
He's one, you just give a little push and the rest is up to him. And he is truly a kindred spirit.
And he's got a great home now?
Yes, he's got a wonderful home, a lady that
great veterinarian?
Well, like I said, he's for what we've done, he's done the majority of the work, and he's personality-wise too, you can't tell that he's been abused, and he's very friendly and very social.
It's a great eye, and let me just end on this, and the important part about this is to remember is when you're looking to adopt a dog, and people go to shelters all the time and they might see a dog that's underweight, or they might see a dog that's abused, just remember this: a dog on the outside is nothing at all like they were on the inside. So always remember, what you see at the shelter, or when you see a dog that may be a little undernourished or a little temperament messed up because he's been abused for whatever, don't think about that. Think about what can be. Don't think about what is. Always think about what can be. Now, look at Courage. This is what can be. Not what was, but what can be. And when you adopt a dog, you can do the same thing. Thank you, Courage. I appreciate it. And you too, Bill.
Thank you. Like I said, he did the majority of the work. He really did.